Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are now at our number four. We dropped down to number four, most dangerous airports in the world to be landing at. Probably landing and departing at, to be honest with you. Today we're going to be flying from Belize to Honduras, a town in Honduras called Toncontin. So Toncontin, let me give you a little bit about insight on Toncontin and why it's considered as one of the top 10 most dangerous airports in the world. So this airport, give you a little fun facts about this airport that we're about to land at here. So Toncontin is, here it is. So let me just read a little note about this airport, and then we're gonna dive into a few more things here. So Toncontin Airport, located in Honduras, is another extreme and one of the dangerous airports in the world. This airport features a single asphalt runway of 2,012 meters, and approach is considered to be one of the most difficult in the world. Pilots must conduct a sharp 45-degree turn after negotiating the mountainous terrain residential area before making a final decision for landing. Even the most experienced and skilled pilots find difficulty in navigating and approaching the airport. 132 people died in the deadliest Boeing 727 crash in 1987 at the mountainside of the Toncontin Airport. The plane overran the runway and plummeted some feet below the end of the runway. Yeah, we have it cut out for us today. This flight from Belize to Toncontin, it's only gonna be a 45-minute flight. We're gonna get airborne, cruise altitude. We're cruising altitude 350 today, and make our way on over to Toncontin. Before we get into it, I like to also show. I prepared a quick video that I want to show you as well, as to what the approach will actually look like in Toncontin, one of the runway approaches to attempt to land there. Let me play this video for you. It's really pretty remarkable. Here, folks, let me show you. So here's aircraft. I'm making that turn from that mountainside, and he's descending. Actually, he's descending pretty hard to make that landing. It doesn't look like, but he is descending. He's dropping altitude quick. So that cut that he made around that mountainside there, that's just really the most difficult thing, is lining that up. Look how close it comes down to landscape before. Look at that. Woo! He's just dropping down like a rock. It's hard to tell in film, he's coming down fast and then land. And not only that, you have such a short runway to brake, put on those air brakes, bring that throttle back, reverse, and come to a stop. I mean, that folks is a challenge. That is our challenge for today, and we are going to we're gonna knock it out. Well, let's make it happen. I'm always up for the challenge. So let's look at our plan. Let's look at our flight plan here from Belize to Toncontin. So Belize is let me just pull up just a little bit more so you can see on the map, true map. So right out of Guatemala, out of Nicaragua. So Belize is right in here. Kind of interesting. That's right near very close to the Caribbean, right? All right, so we're gonna fly from Belize down to Toncontin, okay? And here's how a little more closer view as far as how our trip's gonna make. We're top of our climb at Cordy, top descend. It's not going to be a long flight at all. Look how quick as soon as we get to the top of the climb, we're going to start planning our descent. And we got to get these descend just right to get verted to turn into the approach for this runway to Toncontin. Let's look a little more closely at this airport at Toncontin. All right, so we pause here and we look at it and we zoom in. We look at the landscape. It's hard to tell the mountain terrain from here, but from what you saw in the video, there's mountains surrounded all around here. The elevation is still high in here, and you see how the aircraft literally has to do a pretty sharp dip coming into the runway approach from this angle. And even from the other side of the runway as well too, all this is mountains around, high elevation around here, and this airport's down, further down, inclination from the mountains. So that approach is the same way from the other side. But one side may be much more difficult than the other, but still, regardless, it's landing there is extremely difficult. Let's get back up to Belize. Let's take a look at Belize Airport. So Belize Airport. Oh, I forgot to show you pictures of Toncontin. I'll do that real quick as well too. So Belize Airport, pretty simple. Let's see our dynamics of our airport. Let's see how long our runway is and all that good stuff here. Let me see what that is here. Give me 1 second. Let me pull that map up and take a look at that. I'd like to give you good overrun as to our runways and our departures and our arrivals before we just dive right into it. So Belize, let me see. I'll pull it up here for you. So here's our airport departure from Belize. We're going to be departing from from the top of runway 25 based on wind direction. We're going to be taxiing down our runway for our departure. Runway's only 9,678 feet. Still not bad. This is good enough for this Boeing 767 that we're flying. So no concerns or issues with that. We could definitely depart there with no problem. And when we get down to Toncontin, this airport, when we look at Toncontin, it's only now we're cutting it a little tight here. 6,631 feet long. It's a little challenge here, but like I said, I'm all for it. We're gonna knock it out. We're gonna make that happen. We're gonna get into this airport, no problem. Keep our fingers crossed on that, right? All right. So, but anyhow, so that is our project, folks, for our flight. So let's just look at the quick photos of our airports. Belize, very small airport, very small airport. But I like these kind of airports though. It's usually never crowded like our big national airports. But so this airport in Belize, it's like it's really no terminal. Kind of everyone's going up the stairs into the aircrafts, which we'll be doing today. Okay. All right. Some general photos of Belize, and let's take a look at our Toncontin Airport. Let's get over there and let's look at a few photos of that airport as well. All right. So here's Toncontin. Let's see what's going to show us. It's going to show us really, I guess, the airport in general. I'd like to see what kind of aircrafts are landing in this airport. Yeah, he's like this Cuba Airlines taking off. It's nothing, no really big aircraft at all. But it's one of those airports that you land at and you're just like really nervous. Like, oh man, like normally you fly and it's like I don't never get nervous flying, but yeah, coming in this airport, that nerves will probably get you pretty good. Now you can see what I was talking about as far as the mountain terrain around the airport. It's kind of hard to see on Google Earth as far as the elevation, but it's easier to see here on these photos around proximity as far as those mountains. So let's get buckled down. Let's get our aircraft and let's get our aircraft going. Let's get things started up here. All right, let's dive right in. So we already have our ground units already established. All right, Just gotta load up the aircraft and get on its way. All right, let's get our cameras operational here. Good. Okay. All right, and we're all set. Pull this off to the right, and we are ready to go. Okay, so we have our equipment set up. Let's look at our overhead panel. We already have our battery turned on. We have external power going. Let's start turning up some more systems here on the 767. All right, let's got our yaw dampers going, our electric engine conditioners going, pumps going, turn all electrical, hydraulic stuff on, utility bus, and okay, arm that, engine limiters. Let's go both on the engine start, so just keep it both. I turn our engine pumps on. We haven't loaded our fuel yet. You'll see these numbers start going up when we start dropping fuel in here. Again, this is going to be such a short trip. It's not going to be a lot of fuel at all. We're going to put in probably very minimal amount of fuel we're going to load up today. Let's turn on our seat belts and our no smoking sign. We'll make sure let's see, there we go. Climb altitude controls as far as our air pressure. It's auto. And we're gonna get these here started up as far as our cabin, mid-cabin, air systems, conditioner systems on auto. Okay. Turn all these on, get some air in the cabin. All right, let's get back down to our controls and let's load up this aircraft. All right, so back over to SimBrief. Let's see. So we're going to be at 35,000 feet climb. Flight time is going to be 42 minutes. The amount of fuel we're going to need for this trip is going to be estimated 21,400 pounds of fuel. All right. So let's load this fuel up. Start with that. Load this fuel up into the aircraft. Go to operations, airplane. Let's see, where are we at here? Here's ground. Here's where we want. All right. So number of passengers is going to be estimated 272. I know it's going to take 235. That's appropriate. Fuel 21,400. Let's just clear that. 21,400 for our fuel. Cargo 62,600. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be planning a gift card giveaway very, very, very soon. It's gonna be pretty nice. So I'll tell you more information about that giveaway that I'll be promoting here in the very near future. So just stay tuned, folks, and you're gonna hear more about it. I'll be posting that as well. As far as our pre-planned flights, in regards to the giveaways that I'll be providing here soon out to our subscribers and our viewers. So and keep an eye out for the giveaways that's going to be coming here shortly. All right, so we have our fuel there. Let's load. The doors are closed. Let's open these doors. Let's get those doors opened up. Open all. Let's get back to this aircraft and let's hit that load button. No passenger bus. Well, passenger bus, we need to do that too. Okay. Now she's loading. So we got that passenger bus out there. Good, good, good. All right, and the aircraft is loading up as we speak. I can have some stairs there on that side. That'll be helpful, right? Let's get back indoors, and let's look at our control panel and see if we can just throw some stairs over there if possible. Let's see. Nah, that's okay. Let's not worry about that. Okay, so all right, so passengers is loaded up. The fuel is now loading. That one screen I showed you where you can see that up top here. See our fuel loading right there. Okay, let's allow that to continue. Start setting up our nav alignment system. Aircraft will calibrate its location. Let's go ahead and turn on our beacon. We're about to get this bird started like ASAP and get her on the way. So I'm also just going to get it started. But yeah, folks, I've been giving some good thoughts about these giveaways that I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be pretty phenomenal. So I'm not gonna tell you details yet, but it's really gonna be cool. About 910. Hello, how's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's load up our FMC. Let's get our FMC programmed. Let's look over to, I'm gonna shift you over here, folks. Let's look at our plan here that we're gonna do for our FMC plan in here. Belize Airport, runway 25. We're gonna be crossing VOR, Belize VOR, BZE, and then into our airways, UZ 5512, direct to Cordy, direct to Lepex, and then to our rival star, Lepex arrival star. All right, so that's again only 42-minute flight. It's gonna be a really quick flight here. This aircraft's gonna get rumbling down that runway. It's gonna catch that air underneath his wings. It's gonna get up to 350. It's gonna get us there really quick. All right, our aircraft. Let's set her up. All right, airport is MZBZ. So the MZBZ. Place that there, and let's align our GPS position to IRS. Okay, MZBZ, and destination is MHTG. MHTG. All right, that's what we want right there. And our departure runway is going to be 25. Okay, let's put our flight number there, 1979. Just activate that. Performance, we still see. I think it's done now. It's just stopped moving right when we clicked over to it. Let's take a look and see if it's still moving. Fuel is done. So our fuel index. We'll get through this piece here, folks. It's going to be quick. It's not going to take too long to knock this out. Our cost index 44, cruise altitude 350. All right, 0 fuel weight, 314,000 pounds reserve, 5,000 reserve. Plan our takeoff. We're going to do flaps down to 15 on our flaps for our departure there. Initial trim for takeoff is going to be 4.2. What's our temperature? 23 Celsius is our current temperature. Let's turn on our V speeds. All set. Now let's put our flight plan in place. All right, so let's drop our flight plan in. Departure. Let's see, we got 25 already selected. Excellent, that's what we want. 25, check. And our route is get our direct route now in place. Okay, so Belize is our first. We're starting off from Belize and then Corti. So let's just put in. I got it. Let's just do it like this: BZE. Okay, direct. And then let me go ahead and show you folks as far as where I'm reading off of. I'm reading off this plane right here. It's dropping right into our FMC. Just give you a little idea as far as what I'm doing here. We're gonna put our airways UZ 512. All right, so UZ 512 as far as our airways. Not 515. How about 512? There we go. All right, and we're gonna UZ 512. Let's clear that. UZ 512 may not be your airways. It may be UZ 512 is the airways. Okay, let's give that a shot again. It's kind of weird it didn't take, but that's okay. We can definitely go around it because we don't actually need the airways, but it's just good to have. Let's try it again. UZ 512. Now you're playing ball. Okay, all right. And Corti, KORTI, direct, coming out of airways, and then direct to Lepex. That's going to be our destination, our transition into our star. Lepex, and from here we're almost done. All right, so Lepex. Then we're gonna go into our star. Lepex arrival star, as you see there. Let's put that in. All right, so execute that. Unable to climb, and we'll clear all that up. All right, so departure, arrival, Lepex. Lepex is right here. Boom. And we're expecting runway 02 on our arrival. VOR. 1 second. Let's get back over here. Back to our arrival approach 02. There's our VOR approach right there. Yeah, we're gonna be putting in our VOR approach for 02. Yep, that's the plan. So we'll go VOR 02, and we're gonna transition TNT. Transition. All right, so let me make sure I'm looking at this right. Transition TNT, that's gonna be a transition at the airport VOR. So it looks like we're actually gonna fly over. Okay, got it. I'm following. All right, we're gonna fly over the VOR at 199 degrees, and then we're gonna make a turn right here at Delta 7.0 at 244 degrees. Make another bank to 064 degrees for our initial approach. Turn into a final approach 019 degrees. The course direction for our runway. So yes, we're gonna put TNT as our transition. Right, select, accept, and that's our plan. No discontinuity neither. It all looks like it went in well. So let's look at our plan and let's make sure it's scaled out right. Let's look closer at it. Zoom out a little bit. Let's step through our flight plan that we just put in place. Corti, Lepex. Okay, now from Lepex, TG, okay, I see what's going on. This is no issues here. TG 051, next be at the TG 050, then our TNT. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change something up here a little bit. I'm gonna back up this page and I'm gonna delete a couple things here to make this a better approach. So instead of Lapex, I noticed our plan. I want to come across from Lapex to cross our TNT to come this way versus going in this way. So when we look at this, and we got to be careful because there's a lot of mountains here, and we got to really be cautious. We're going to be at 8,000 feet, so we're going to be 3,000 feet clear of this mountain terrain here of 5,000 feet. So we have some good height on us to be able to clear a couple of waypoints and adjustments. So let's just adjust that now. All right, let's delete out. Let me see, from Lapex, we're going to delete. We're going to delete this one here. We're going to delete this guy. We're going to delete this guy. Execute, and let's clear out the discontinuity by putting TNT here. Accept, and let's see how she reads. That's what I want. That's what I want, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this is a cool amendment there. We're going to come right into our TNT, and we're going to come the length of our approach the opposite way, turn around and go back in. All right, and that's exactly what we see here. Right, go down, turn around, and come back in. So we made a good amendment there to our plan. All right, listen, no matter what, we have to get this right because this airport is no joke, and I want to make sure that that our plan is sound correct. All right. All right, so we got that in. Let's do some last tuning here. What's our altimeter? Our altimeter is 2997. Set our altimeter 2997. Let's get that on both sides. 2997. Perfect. And let's see. Let's go back into. I think we're done actually. What else? I think we are done. I think everything's complete here. We really don't need this, but I'll give it a shot. I normally don't put this information in, but let's just do it anyway. It's probably going to clear our departure references, but references is easy to put right back in. MZBZ, as far as our Belize, it's going to give us our winds. It's going to be 260 degrees at 0.3 knots. So let's put that in. 260 degrees at 0.3 knots. Let's just peek. Okay, yep, there we go. Remove those. It removed our after putting that in. I definitely won't put that in anyway. And let's put our piece back in, just like that. All right, we're all good. All right, that's a good addition as well too. What else? Let's go ahead and get our APU started, and let's get ready to seal off and close off some doors. Let's go ahead. We already. No, after we get our APU up and we disconnect the externals, and then we'll start pushing everything away. All right, so aircraft is starting up as we speak. It's gonna be a good flight. It's gonna be a good flight. I'm actually really excited about this one. It's a little nervous because it's so tough. It's gonna be a really tough one, but it's gonna be a fun experience here. APU is starting up. Let's look at the status of that. Okay. Okay, APU is coming online. Oh darn, gotta get my coffee. 1 second, folks. Gotta get my coffee. All right, gonna need my coffee for this one. All right, we're all good. All right, we're ready now. Okay, upper level. APU is up. APU active. Let's see. Make sure I think it is. I think we're good. And yes, it is. All right. APU is fired up. Let's go ahead and turn on the APU. Can't hear nothing, so I thought sounds were down maybe. Let's turn things up a little bit here on the aircraft. So we can start hearing some things here. Okay. That's it. Let's take off the external. External's disconnected. Let's say goodbye to all those pieces and parts. Tell everyone go ahead and disembark. All right. Ground services no longer needed. Remove all. And doors let's make sure our doors are closed. Close all of our doors. Okay. She's ready. Let's call our tow truck. I mean our tow truck. Let's call our tug and let's get her backed up into position.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
And we'll put this aircraft right about in this proximity right here. No one's here with us, so we're all good.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Let's join the VATSIM community and see what other pilots we have online with us. File our flight plan while our tug is getting into position. So let's connect. Okay, United Airlines, that's us. Flight plan. Let's put our flight plan. MZBZ. MHTG, MHLM, as far as alternate 350 is our cruise. Our flight plan is copy and paste.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Flight plan is submitted and we are connected in the VATSIM community. Let's look at below. Yeah, our volume is still a little low as far as our aircraft. Turn that up just a little bit more. All right, let's go ahead and turn on our squawk. Okay, we're transmitting. Yep, we're transmitting mode Charlie. So we're all set as far as communicating with the community. As far as other pilots out there.
Bypass in and service. Release parking brake.
Okay, release the parking brake and let's get her pushed back.
Starting pushback. And you may start engine.
I'll bring up a little more. Just to make sure we're good. Okay, all right. Yeah, we're not too loud on the sound, so we're good there. All right, she's pushing back. Let's get this aircraft started as we're pushing back. Yeah, folks, I'm really excited about the giveaways I want to introduce to everyone. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be really cool. All right. So let's shut the air systems down so we can get some built up power here for our startup. Starting engine number 2. Okay. And let's put some fuel into that start. And there she goes. Engine number 2 is coming online. All right, cruise out 2. We're going to set this right now for 350. Engine's still a little low. Let's crank it up just a little bit more. There we go. Now since we got the first engine going, it looks like the kind of strange how it's pushing us off. I don't think the map's allocated like it should be, because it definitely pushed us off in the grass. That's okay, we'll just taxi up out of there, no big deal. Yeah, you saw on our pushback, it was not on the grass, so this layout as far as the airport itself is not allocated like it should be, but no worries. We're gonna taxi up out of that gravel and get back on that runway. All right, so engine number 1's up and going. Let's get up to engine number 2. I'm sorry, engine number 1. I always do engine number 2 first, and then I finalize it with engine number 1. Okay, got a good start on there. Put some fuel in that
Operation
engine.
complete. Set parking brake.
Set our parking brake. There we go.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Set our flaps. See what the passengers get. They're closing their shades. Come on, already? Okay. I'm probably afraid we're sitting in the gravel. No worries. All right. Okay. Engine's coming online. Flap set.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Alrighty then. Alright, so we're all good here. Engine's all set. Turn things back up. Let's put on our taxi lights. Position lights. And okay, let's get this bird out of this gravel and let's get taxied. Let's release these brakes. Let's get rolling. What was our trim, by the way? What was our trim? Our trim should be 4.2. Where are we at? That's good enough as far as trim. We're set. All right, let's get her out of this gravel. Let's get some high on the throttle there and pull her out of there. Okay. Get you on out of there. All right. Had to high throttle it to get it out. All right, so. Make sure our runway's clear for our taxi. Just look around, we're good. No traffic, clear traffic. Let's get down our runway for our departure. We're on our way to Toncontin. Pretty big aircraft to be landing at Toncontin, so it's going to be added challenge for us. I'm all for it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Sky's pretty clear too. Weather's not bad, so it's not gonna be a bad flight at all. It's gonna be a pretty good flight actually. All right, so it's gonna be what we say 45, about 45-minute flight. Again, while we're taxiing, I'll let you see what that plan looks like again. From Belize to Toncontin. And we are gonna have our seatbelts on tight for that landing. Trust me. Alright. So we're gonna turn here for our departure out of Belize. Swing her out pretty wide for this here turn. Right here and just swing her. There we go. Give some throttle. Press liner up. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. Strap on those seatbelts and let's make this happen. All right, one real quick cross check. Let's put on our flight directors there. Okay. And we did say 350, didn't we? 350. As far as our cruise altitude, 350. Altimeter is set. Our map, look at our map here. As soon as we take off, we're going to be turning, we're going to be crossing Belize and then turning direct to the left to our first waypoint. Pretty much immediately after our departure. Give you another quick view before we get down this runway. Okay. Cross Belize, and we're going to go from here, crossing Belize, which is right in front of us at our nose, and immediately turn for our first waypoint, dear Corti. All right, now no further ado, let's get full throttle ahead, and let's get rolling. Let's put on our landing lights first, departure lights, put on our strobes. We'll keep our APU actively going right now for the time being. All right, release brakes, full throttle. Let's go. Still a little quiet on the sound. Let's boost it up a little bit in here. Okay. There she is. Get her on its way. Let's go. Nice and smooth takeoff. Let's reverse. Pull back. Let's reverse. Let's climb. Gear up. Let's put on our autopilot. Departure. Nice climb, smooth climb. Keep it climbing up 350. we're going out. We're going down this coastline here. Make this turn here. It's looking good. Looking good. So far, so good. Let's keep saying the same thing when we touch ground in Toncontin. Oh boy. Turn a little bit our panel lights up. There we go. Sorry, it's about to angle out. Uh-oh, I think my folks in the back are gonna fuss at me. Let me see here.
Sir, shouldn't I start the cabin safety demonstration?
Fussing about the safety demonstrations. I think everybody knows about the safety demonstrations already. Okay, let's lift our flaps. Put our flaps in. It's 10%. We'll level off, start picking up some speed there. 5%. Angling out. Still got the window as we climb. That passenger got his window closed and he has his open. Let's do there. And let's put our flaps to 0. Look at that cloud line there. Get through these clouds. Continuous climb. Sweet. Crossing altitude 5,800. As you can see on our map, we've angled out and we've got right onto that airways there. Uniform Zulu 512, direct to quarantine. And we just cleared the clouds there. Let's bring our map view out a little more so we can see up ahead of us. Top of climb right there, and top of descent right there. I thought it was just gonna be a short, quick one. Let's turn off our departure lights. No longer need those. Turn all those lights off there. Turn off the wing lights. APU, we can shut the APU down. No longer need APU. Okay, shut that down. Turn off. Allow that to come down. Okay. And continue our climb. Crossing out to 9,500 on our climb. She is pushing, folks. She's getting up there. And I think we're leveling off a little bit at 10,000 to pick up even more speed. Yes, we are. She's picking up speed as you see here. Leveling off at 10,000 before we continue our climb. Get speed up, we get speed up. Speed is climbing. All right, and it's gonna start pitching up more. Okay, nice view, really nice view. All right, we're gonna start seeing, he won't let me open up his shade, that's okay. He doesn't want to have his shade open, but this guy, he's fine. He has his shade open so we can see out the doors there. Okay, you know what? This is what we're gonna do to that guy back there. Let's shut him down here. There's a trick to that. Watch what I'm doing.
Captain, I regret to inform you that the chief flight attendant has been killed.
Okay, he is done with. We got rid of that guy, so we don't hear him no more. Hitting that button numerous times will cancel him out completely, literally. All right, we're crossing out to 15,000. She is climbing fast. Probably because it doesn't. We don't have a lot of fuel. It's a little more lighter. Probably winds are in our favor as well too. And we're coming right along. Coming right down the zip line of that airways. On our way to Toncontin. It's a nice view of the coastline. The scenery's pretty nice. I am using Ortho 4XP packets to enhance the scenery as well. Mountains, ground terrain, and what have you. So that's a additional that I've added with my sim. Give us a better bird's eye view of our surrounding areas. Yeah. Alright, crossing 18,000. We can go to standard. Okay, we're able to standard on our altimeter 2992, automatically adjusted. I really like this Boeing 767. You know, it's fly-by-wire aircraft. It's technology behind it. It's an aircraft that, well, in other terms, I'm gonna use this word. It's very user-friendly. It has a lot of realism as far as the attitude on how this aircraft performs as far as real aircraft in itself. It's certified by Boeing, this product. Very, very, very good aircraft. It's a little pricey, but you do get what you pay for. Crossing 22. Yeah, we got a nice climb. We're climbing at approximately vertical speed is around 3,000 feet per minute. So it's a good climb. Getting up to 350, I'm sorry, 350, ladies and gentlemen, 350. And we're coming off of that coastline now. We can still see the coastline a bit there. You can see on our map, we're still kind of edging that coastline a little bit there. Got to start getting down to business when we cross this next waypoint in preparation for this arrival. So we got to get ready for it. Series of top 10 most dangerous airports. This is rated number 4. We started from top down from number 10. We skipped a couple in the middle there. I want to get on down to the most dangerous here. I really want to press the ante on this. So we're down to number 4. Down to 4 being Toncontin. Then we got 3, 2, and the number 1. We'll look at that. We'll get there eventually, but this is close to it. It's close to the number 1. We're almost there. All right, we're crossing what, 26,000 feet. Steady climb. And looks like it's now right around 2,000 feet per minute at this point. Top of climb is giving us a guesstimate as far as our top of climb, which is only 20 nautical miles when we reach that. Showing distance to go till we get to our airport's 202 miles. As we climb, I want to look at something here while we climb. Let's look at our arrival airport once again, and I want to put in the VOR so we can start measuring our distance from our airport. Let's look at the arrival. Here we go. So I want to put in this frequency here for Toncontin. 112.3 for TNT. I want to put that there so we can start measuring our distance. Let's go back over to our aircraft. Let's put that in for our VOR. So we can trace and track that. Give us a good guesstimate as far as how close we are and the whole nine. That goes. Let's see. That goes up here. Right here is where that goes. Okay. VOR. Here we go. All right. So that frequency is 112. Come on, work with me now. Let's go. There we go. Take it off of auto. 112.3. And yeah, course heading. I'm gonna put 0. I'm gonna put 09. I'm gonna put 019 as far as our course heading as well. 019 is our course heading. Good. Look at it. Look at this. You see this? You see what was happening here? This little green thing moving, right? That's what's gonna help us really align this thing up. I'm gonna tell you, the more we can add to this, benefit this as a successful approach, we are going to do that. All right, so there we are. We have our VOR frequency and our course heading as well too. When we get closer to this airport, we're TNT, so we can stay on that line, focus on that, and get this bird on the ground safely. All right. We're gonna really come down our speeds. I want to make sure we get our speeds down, so we're not pressing it too hard coming in. All right, we're gonna set our VOR as we get closer to, so we can, as you can see on the screen here, DME establishment, to line that up really good. All right, so we gotta go by the book on this one, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to cross that VOR, Cordy. Progress to that is that we have another 10 miles before we pass Cordy, and our top of descent is sitting here on the horizon, very close. All right, get all of our measures in place. All right, and we're hitting our cruise altitude, 350. We have hit it, and we're going to sit here at our cruise altitude until we start our top of descent. Our top of descent has already been measured, as you see, in the next 60 nautical miles. Start aiming our aircraft, start preparing arrival procedures, and the whole nine. Oh yeah, trust me. We're gonna make sure that we're gonna have everything lined up as we can in preparation for this arrival. Yep. For everyone out there as well, I hope you all having happy holidays. Hope your holidays are treating you well this year. We've made it through another challenging year. I think with most in the world, of course, get through this pandemic. We will soon get there, folks. We will soon be okay. Got big hopes. Anyhow, yeah, like I said, I hope everyone's holidays come along well. Enjoying their family time off work and everything else. It's important. All right, so let's look at, let's see, 49 more nautical miles for our top descent. Just look at some external views. Nice little flyby. Couple other aircraft that we have out there. Alright, let's look over. Let's get over to our map. Alright, so you see how we just crossed Corti, and our descent is gonna be probably right around here. We're gonna start getting her down. Okay. You see that's right ahead of us here. Let's actually, we're gonna start tuning in our map a little more. And I want to start looking at terrain. I want to enhance our map here. Let's turn on a few things. I want to look at terrain, measure our terrain as well. Let me see. Is that when these buttons hit us on the terrain? I think maybe this one. Yep, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know. This might be weather. We'll see. Let's see what it does here. I think that's our terrain button. May not be. Let's hit our next button there. That might be our terrain button. Let's see. What is it doing? What is it doing? I want to see our terrain. Where's our terrain? Okay, how about let's cancel. Up there. Oh, it just updated. So that's giving us this is weather. This is clouds. This is cloud weather. It's cool. We'll roll with that, and we'll turn the terrain on as we're getting closer to as we start our descent. Let's look at some surrounding stuff here, folks. We start. I think we've crossed. Yep, we're over back. We've stopped traveling over the ocean, which we've already cleared that, and we're now land-based. We have 28 nautical miles before our top descend. A couple other aircraft around us, 15 nautical miles. Avianca Airways. And we've got Avianca Airways below us as well too. 8 nautical miles from us, flight level 4,000. They're on approach, whatever runway is down there. Avianca is in front of us too, 50 nautical miles. That must be a big carrier in this region, Avianca, apparently. So let's look at some scenery. Look at that. Let's zoom in a little bit on this. Scenery looks good. Nice mountain scenery. Looks nice. Avianca is landing in that airport right there, as we see. That's a 7-mile approach to that runway that we see below that this aircraft is landing at. Okay, got it. Alright, folks. 350 is our cruise altitude. We'll be descending in another 18 nautical miles. It's saying to reset our altitude. Okay, so it's ready for us to start preparing our descent. Alright, let's look at our map and start preparing our descent now. We're already getting our signs to let us know to start preparing for it. Let's set our... What do we want to do here? So Lapex is, we have to be above 12,000. We're gonna hit Lapex, right? But here's one thing that makes me a little nervous. Is that, look, we want to be crossing TNT, right? Well, we have to be crossing TNT at 8,000 feet. Look what we have next to us right here. Look at this. This mountain here is 8,400 feet. Darn sure we ain't gonna go down to 8,000 feet, folks. All right, here's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do it for our own safety, for our own good on this flight here. I want to make sure this is a successful flight, hands down. All right. We're gonna go ahead and adjust this here, this Lapex here, from we're gonna maintain the 12,000 feet as we turn this way to TNT. Okay, we're gonna hold on to that, crossing over this 8,400 mountain range area here, and we're gonna maintain 12,000. As we cross this here, what we're gonna do, as soon as we get right about it here, in this area here, outside of this range of this mountain being 8,000 feet, then we're gonna go ahead and make an adjustment to get our altitude down to 8,000 once we cross this. All right, so getting back to our map, we have, looks like we're 2 nautical miles before top descent, so let's go ahead and set this altitude now for 12,000, and let's get started on that descent down to 12,000. It's keeping us safe in the clear, and it's ready for us to start descent. Let's go ahead and set it first, and then we'll do the flight change. And the airplane's going to start descending on us. Okay, 12,000 is where we want to be, and that's it right there. Okay, flight change, and there we go. That nose is coming down, and we're starting that initial descent. Sweet. It's starting to come down. As we get down, we start slowing her down as well. There we go. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do it on the first try. I mean, if we have, I don't even want to think about having to go around at this point. I want to give it a first shot, first try, make it successful, make it done, make it happen. Oh wow, this aircraft's only 2 miles from us. It's pretty close there, coming past us, Avianca Airlines. He's at 29,000, we're descending down. Yep. Sweet. All right. Keep monitoring our speeds on our descent. Looking at our map, we're like, let's zoom in our map a little more. I mean, let's extend our map a little more. I think, this is terrain map. This is terrain map. This is not weather, this is terrain. So that's what I want to see. There's our airport, ladies and gentlemen, right in front of us. We got 40 miles before we make that turn to Lepex. Well, look, 52 miles actually, but on there, estimating it, yep, that's approximately right, 52 miles. Oh man, all right, let's do this. Let's look at. All right, so we're coming in, getting her down on our map, as you can tell. Want to hit that 12,000. Hit that 12,000 is planned. TNT has got us at 9,000. Let's talk about this a little bit. So, that's kind of pushing it, but I'm thinking, should we go over TNT at 9,000 or should we keep it at 12,000? We're gonna be cutting really close towards these mountains. That's what makes me just a little nervous. I want to make sure our altimeter is set as it should be, so we're calculating the right altitude as well. All right, gotta put our game face on here. All right, we're descending, crossing altitude 27,000 down to 12,000 here in the next 41 miles. Check our passengers real quick. This guy still has his shade halfway down. I don't know. That's not my thing. Okay. Let's look at external view. Look like there's snow on these mountains over here. Altitude's so high. So, yep. We're coming down, coming down, coming down. Here we go. Steady descent. Let's see what our descent rate is. Let's check that out. We're down 225. We have another 33 miles to hit 12,000. We're good. We want to take it gradual. Our DME is set. Showing a distance to our airport, which is 44 nautical miles. We put in that VOR frequency up here, 112.3. The radio CRS as well too. We're gonna, like I said, when we get closer, we're gonna put this thing on the VOR so we can start tracking that. Make sure we're lining up perfectly for this here. Oh, that's us right there, coming in, right there. Let's get back to our maps, zoom it in a little bit. Yeah, there's our terrain map, showing where those mountains are. Some really tight ones to our right and left as we come through here. Our descent. We have 20 more miles to go to reach, to be down to 12,000 feet. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the edge here of this arrival. We're almost there. Again, we're gonna be crossing laybacks. We amended our plan to not go this route. I'd rather us go direct from Lapex straight to TNT, turn, go in the direction of away from the airport, and then make a 360 to head back to our airport preparation for our landing. Slowly decline and slowly breaking speed as we approach that way as well. Down to 20,000. Down to 20,000. Down. Oh man, mountains are coming up to us. Let me start setting up our altimeter really soon. Let's look at our map. We're getting really close to Lapex. Not far, only 8 nautical miles from Lapex. Zoom a little more. Still think we're a little high, but I trust our systems. I'd rather be a little high than low at this point. Trust me. Alright, there we go, making our turn. Set this here for 8,000 feet. I feel good about it as far as our approach angle. All right, let's set our altimeter as well too. We're below 18,000. Set our altimeter for our arrival. Let's see, MHTG is the airport. All right, that's going to be altimeter 3018. Set. Alright, you see your angle or approach, folks. Like I said, how we adjusted our plan to come across this way. And if we look, I think there's an aircraft landing at the airport actually already. What's this, a general aviation aircraft? Way ahead of us there. Maybe on approach to our runway. That's fine. So looking at our BME, we're 17 nautical miles. There's our airport in front of us. We're going to turn this direction, turn back around, and come back in the direction as far as our airport. Okay, altimeter set. We're coming down to 8,000 feet, which we're going to hold. So no rushing coming down too fast. I want to make sure I have my distance from these mountains that we're coming down upon. Importantly, we're not going to be too high when we make our approach. How are we looking, folks? How we're looking. 10 nautical miles. Let's zoom in a little more. Okay. Crossing the airport a little high, but I'm okay with that. The airport's probably right at our nose. It's right in front of us. I can't. There it is. There's our airport right here. Right here my cursor is. We're gonna turn this right and start coming in the direction of the airport. There it is. She's already starting to turn. There's our airport right there. Right where my cursor is. Okay, aircraft's already starting to turn. Down to 8,000. Okay, we're on a map as well, making a turn as promised, and we're gonna be slowing down right about here. Probably put on some air brakes here to slow this aircraft down. Yeah, it's like she's nosing up to slow down a bit here. This is what we wanted to do. Exactly what it's doing right now. We want to come down our speed. Let's put some Some more brakes on here, slow it down even more, a little quicker. There we go. Help with that turn. Okay, I want to turn it down even more here. Let's put our planned speed for our approach. 149. We're gonna start turning here. All right, so we're gonna start planning our altitude for a descent around 6,000 feet, roundabout. For our approach. Keep our altitude where it's at right now. Aircraft starting to turn. I don't want the aircraft to slip from us. I want it to remain, I want to keep slowing down as we make this here turn here, but I also want to be careful with my terrain that we're right above here and not get too low. See on the map where we are, we're making our turn here, folks. Just go back to 019 degrees for our approach here. All right. Okay. All right. Making that turn, making that turn. Okay, I want to start, we'll go maximum auto brakes when we bring this bird in. Start tuning in, looking at our alignment there. I want to start watching that. As you see the alignment come across, I'm gonna line that up. Trust me, we're gonna line that one up real good. And I'm gonna bring our speed down to 150. I'm gonna manually bring it down myself. I'm not gonna play around with it. Let's get the speed down to around 150. 149 is where arrival. I want to go ahead and sit on that now. 149. Get this down as fast as much as possible. Get some flaps going. Okay, there she is. She's turning sharply, but we want to line up. We want to line up with our view order we have set there too. Speed brake extended. Let's take that down. Bring more flaps. I want to go 100% flaps at this point. Yeah, I'm not taking any chances. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. And let's start bringing our altitude down as well. Let's go and get our gear down. I'm gonna start manually. Let's see, we're gonna line up here. I want to start manually bringing her down as far as the altitude as well. Okay, we see us, we're crossing right in here. Let's take a line up with that runway. We're gonna close this out because I want to focus on this more manual process here. Okay, so now we got nose on our runway at this point. Let's go ahead and put on our overhead lights. Gear's down already. Just drop that gear. Put on our arrival lights. Altitude's coming down. Gear down, flaps full. How are my passengers doing back there? Let's check out our passengers. They okay? Yeah, they're okay. All right, let's get back. I want to watch this terrain now. I gotta be careful. So bring her down a little more. No, I don't want to be picking up speed now. Let's keep it where we want it. At the 49. There we go. All right. Start getting our nose down a little more. I want to get as close to this hill that you see. I want to get close to this hill as possible for this runway. So here we are. I'm going to press her down a little bit. As a matter of fact, let me do this. I'm gonna take off autopilot and I'm gonna manually bring her in. I disengage autopilot. I'd rather manually take control of this at this point. And when we set this bird down, we gotta reverse hard because we have very little runway in front of us. We got to get her down more. Let's get her down. I want to get her close to this mountain as possible. Yeah.
Terrain.
Yeah, we're gonna hit those warnings. Those terrain warnings. We're gonna get that.
Terrain. Pull up.
We'll stay away from it.
Pull up. Terrain. Pull up. Terrain. Pull up.
We got it. We'll stay away from the terrain. No worries. Terrain's real close, but we got eye on it. Let's get back over to the left a little bit. Let's line her up. Let's make this a good landing, folks. There we go. All right. Let's set her down.
Sink rate.
100.
Sink rate.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Guess what? It's all good, folks. Oh man, went to the street. It's all gravy. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this much. We attempted, we ended off that runway. Look at this. All right, so that's okay. It was fun. It was an experience. She was coming in hot, man. We had everything up, brakes fully throttled. Look at that. We had our air brakes up. We had our flaps full. I tried to slow it down. You know, actually, I probably could have slowed down even more. If I slowed down any more, it probably would have been okay. Came up the runway, called 911, folks. It's all good. It's all good. It was fun. Didn't make. We was going for it, but it didn't happen. It's all good. It was fun. All right, so, oh man. Most dangerous number 4. There you have it. There are the results of it. Number 4, we're gonna be going 3, 2, and 1. Man, okay. Speed is everything I see at this point. Bring her down, folks. And I'm really thinking if we had went a little lower on the speed, we definitely probably could have made a nice stop here. So, anyhow, listen, it was fun. Looking for the next one. Oh man, tough stuff. Looking for the next one, folks. Number 2, what's this? Number 4, number 3 is on his way. We'll get that one rolling. It's enjoyable, folks. Please like and subscribe. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it flying. Knock out these last few most dangerous ones in the world. It's a challenge set for everybody. You know, hey, if you want to go for it, go for it. Let me know how it turns out, but try to do better on next round, the next landing. So did a lot of work preparing for this one, but it's all good. Next one, all right, folks. Please like and subscribe, and everyone have a